Uchendo. Following the order, the lawyers to the shorty had immediately appealed the ruling and also applied for stay of execution of the order, pending when the Court of Appeal disposes of the appeal. The lawyers are Barrister Aloy Ejimako, Chukuma Machuku Ume, and Ifeanyi Chude. Today, the court granted the application for indefinite adjournment, which means that for as long as the appeal is pending, the shorties do not worry about forfeiting their bonds or going to jail. Mazi Friday, from this very publication, I will still read the second one, which is the one that is trending now. But for this, from this very publication, what would you make of it from your own perspective?
Nigeria is a contraption, all of us.
Revoking the bail of the IPOB leader and ordered for his immediate arrest without asking the military their role in trying to assassinate an innocent man, still standing trial in the law courts. A man who is willing to attend his next court case to prove his innocence. The question every rational mind should be asking now are, how did the wig and cape of justice get to Nyako's hand? Did she really study law, or was she brought out from the other room to handle such a delicate case? Is she aware that Nigeria is heading into oblivion and the judges like her are aiding it? Why must the white garment of justice be stained in Nigeria? With this careless pronouncement, is Nigeria really ready to face what is to befall her? Should they arrest an Israeli and internationally protected person? Judiciary in Nigeria is a huge shame indeed. Judiciary and justice indeed mocked, killed and buried in Nigeria. All right, Mazi Friday. From this very article, there's a lot of twists and upturns to it, but you can just start from somewhere to make your own analysis.
What we are saying is that this case has automatically painted black to the image of judiciary.
Okay, Mazi Friday, I'll come back to you shortly. Thank you very much. Let me welcome Mazi Evi Sanwudiwe. Mazi Evi Sanwudiwe, good morning.
Yes, good morning, my brother and my comrade, Friday. Okay, thank you very much.
All right, Mazi Evi Sanwudiwe, you look very gorgeous this morning.
And you too. I fail to compliment you. Both of you are looking awesomely cute because Biafrans, we have everything. You know, even Italian attires and sprains. You have it in Biafrans, so we have everything. I'm only hearing it.
Of course. And I believe our analysis is going to be as cute as the way you seem to appear. All right,
as always.
You must have had the first article I read, though you couldn't join us online by then. Then this very second one, you know, it is two different articles. So before from that time to up until now, they have not been able to find him guilty. So, and even when the military went to invade his place and kill 28 men and injure a whole lot of others in that very process, we are there thinking about the side of the international community, how they might perceive them, or how...
Of course, they know of this very well, that the world is watching them. They know it, but just that they cannot help because there is something they are holding on to, and they don't want to let it go easily. Because this is their life. They are talking about what their life depends on. Because victory for declaring that, you know, IPOB Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is victorious, it automatically means that Biafra is victorious. That is what they are looking at it. They are seeing it that on giving justice to this matter, that of course Biafran's house won. That is why they keep...
Are you also insinuating that their life depends on the Biafrans?
Of course. Everybody know that, you know, every right-thinking person know that Nigeria depends, you know, on Biafra. The resources that Nigeria is being sustained with today, gotten from our land. So all the resources, you know, both human resources and the natural resources, all depends, you know, in Biafra.
But when you take it from the from a contrary angle, when you go to their land is not completely barren. Apart from the fact that they don't have oil, they have more than 28 solid minerals in their land, both gold, bauxite, and what have you. So don't you think they can survive on all those things without the Biafrans?
All those things, they have abandoned it because they believe solemnly on the oil gotten from Biafra Land. You know, they want to drain our own resources so that if tomorrow, you know, we go, they thought that they really know what they're doing, but they just, you know, willingly want to go into this because there is something they are protecting. They feel they are protecting their estate. That is why they will paint black to the image of the judiciary, you know, feel they will go away with it. Somebody who is, you know, in your court, you will not, you know, man whether he is alive or he don't live. Somebody or the army went invade his home, kill all these people. You don't even care to know what happened to him. You even revoked the bail. What if he is dead? Then what will you do? What if you didn't see him? Those days that nobody set his eye on him before he appeared in the Israel.
The judgment is one side. You know, they are supporting the zoo, they are supporting the government, they are supporting. Okay, now the judge himself or the court of law is for the poor masses, those that don't have voice. They are standing there to kind of stand as a voice for them. But these days, the reverse was the case. If this woman could collect 100 billion from Haribe and Rabbi, and again turn and revoke the bail bond in which they have signed in the court of law, and now use the force, the military, not only using them, they went and kill, which means she is among the killing machine, because they know what they are doing, and the whole world, you say they are watching, they kept mute, they kept quiet. My brother, this thing is getting to an end, because where they are heading to right now, the Biafrans will help them to get to that very destination, because I don't see anything good coming out of that very contraption, and nothing good has ever come out of that very place. We don't expect it to come. Even the world we are beckoning on, they have been bought over by the zoo. If not, let them come up and do the needful. They are the people that installed what they call it, human right organization. Then the human rights organization, where are they? They are not doing anything. United Nations, United World, United Demons, where they only canvass for the Muslims, and the Christians are being shut down. You know, they don't want Christians to speak a word. They don't want them to even be killed. We will hear it from the social medias, on CNN and all these big medias. We hear that one thing, little thing that happens to Palestinians or even the Muslims, you will hear them coming up to and Nigeria is part and parcel of such. So you don't expect anything more than this to happen. But what I'm trying to tell you, I believe in one of our leaders that said at the end that this Biafra we are agitating for must surely be, because that is who we are. Biafra has been in existence for 5,000 years ago. So you can't just come and steal that with dignity and believe and muzzle our mouth, keep us on the count, subjugate us and allow us to keep quiet. I know that it must surely come, whether they like it or not, whether they conspire or whatever. We are not interested. So whether the judge revoke the case or he's revoking my truth because they don't know what to do again, they don't have anything to judge. Our leader has no case. What they are just doing is to collect money from us. They are using it just a marketplace, that is a shopping mall. They use it as a shopping mall to collect money from Biafrans, from IPOB. Each cost setting 40 million. My brother, check it. Is it a small money? Plus all the money they are collecting, all the money that they have repatriated, the money that has been returned back from Switzerland, from all walks of life that Apache has stolen. This money is not even enough for them. They are yet collecting money, even killing us as well. And most of Biafrans are keeping quiet. Most of them are yapping. I saw some videos that the so-called president of Ascon or whatever. If you watch every video, my brother, you will cry. Even I hear our leader for standing in the gap for those of people that hate him, because these are the people that our leader has been kind of agitating for. Even crying for their liberations and their freedom, and you see them supporting one Nigeria, saying that their properties in so area is not good. It's not, my brother. I don't want to kind of deviate from what you asked me, but let me just...
all right, thank you very much, Mazi Nnamdi. And of course, you reminded me something I seem to be forgotten. You know, since some couple of days now, we've been facing some kind of attack, both cyber attack and, ramification.
And also another striking one is when our leader was about to make some kind of important announcement that will change the face of this very struggle, we received a very heavy attack, shutting him down without, allowing him to say what he wants to say, because that broadcast was not completed. A lot of people keep calling, they were worried, some were even crying that they couldn't hear the voice of our leader again. So I don't know, is it that these people conspired together with the Nigerian system of government to shut the people out from hearing the truth, or what? Because I don't understand. Yes. Because this platform is a platform where we come to expose the lies, and also Radio Biafra London is also a place where the truth is established. But this very attack, just like you mentioned, Facebook and the rest of them, we are not really paid, or they are doing it deliberately in order to shut the people out from getting the truth.
My brother, they are not even white. The people call them white, they are not white. They are just I don't know, they are albinos. They are all albinos. All the albinos in this world cannot even, they don't do anything that don't have they will gain something that don't have any benefit inside. They don't do it, and they see Nigeria as an enterprise, a place to make money. And they collected money from there, and they are doing exactly as they are paid for their paymasters, because they can't tell me, they won't tell me that the supply system which we are paying for, we sign contract with them, and they don't have to breach our contract without notifications, without any sign on a big news media information like that from our leader, and they're just coming off. We are not, because they thought that they can do anything to us. We don't have people that will stand for us. We don't have anyone that will speak on our behalf. They shut the whole thing down, the whole system, they shut it down. And they don't even allow this man to finish all he has started. And they thought that they will just go down, the thing will just go down like that. No, because we are in contract with them. We have power to sue them. We have power to ask them why, and they have to tell us what does it happen. Let me just tell you, the zoo themselves, they are not relenting. If you know how much money they are pumping in on social media, pumping in on whatever thing they do, to make sure they muscle the mouth of their fans, not to be asked, their voice not to be asked. My brother, you will marvel. You will marvel why people are here buying every day of hunger. Some of them are unemployment, criminals everywhere, smoking weed, even doing all manner of things. A lot of going on criminalities are going on even in the political settings, and even the whole of things, and those are the things that these communities, they knew that this was happening. They noticed that happened, and they are not making use of justice. Rather, they join the platform to frustrate the voice of the masses, which is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why are they frustrating him? Because they know that what comes out from his mouth is a bombshell. That no wonder Binta Nyako said in his last time our leader went to court, he said he don't want our leader to speak a word because his voice sounds somehow to his ear, that no one can hear his voice. You understand? So, my brother, it is time for everybody right now, because those who me and those who call now. So we have to do the needful. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, our brother Mazi Nnamdi, for that wonderful submission. Of course, stay there. I will come back to you shortly. All right, Mazi, every Friday. From the submission of Mazi Nnamdi, we discuss some number of issues. But when it comes to this social media attack and cyber attack, we've been receiving since a couple of days now. What would you make of it? Does it mean that all those services providers are working in hand with the Nigerian government to shut the people down from getting the truth? Because as far as I'm concerned, this is the only platform, and the Radio Biafra London is also the only platform where you can tune in to listen to the truth, the raw truth, the way it is coming out. So does it mean these people don't want to hear it at all, even if it is going to cost the life of millions of people?
You remember, first of all, our radio was jammed a few years ago, and a lot of things has been happening. So many principal officers were overnight, removed from Facebook, and so many of our pages banned from Facebook, not because we went against their community standard or policy. work according to, they say. But since Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, visited Nigeria, everything turned upside down. Really, if you don't have any skeleton in your cupboard, I don't see reasons why such a thing will be happening in your company and you will keep quiet. The managers of that media and other platforms, I will tell you categorically that they work with the Nigerian government. Truth must be said, because where you shine away from saying the truth, justice will never prevail there. They are working with the Nigerian government, because if they are not working with the Nigerian government, we are all customers, for crying out loud. So why should it be that if it comes to our own case, once you begin to carry any news about Biafra, once you begin to post things about Biafra, they start cutting you off or they start banning your account? It's not supposed to be so. That is not how to treat customers. At least we have equal right as your customers. We make money for your company. We also make your company to grow. So why should you begin to ban us? Why should you begin to truncate our activities because we are projecting issues of Biafra? It's not normal. So I will tell you, emphatically that they work with the Nigerian government because they see it as what? Business. They are making their money. If you come, you bargain with them, they give you what? Your money, you go. So anybody who is like trying to say that Facebook is working, either Facebook are working with Nigeria or not, you should be very much aware. That is why many of our people, you go to the social media today, once you begin to post issues of Biafra constantly, they will just ban you. Look at what happened yesterday. Our leader was, saying something very important. Everybody was listening and watching anxiously. All of a sudden, he was taken out of airways. That is just to tell you that they have skeleton in their cupboard. We are all customers. There are so many millions of platforms, in Facebook and other platforms of social media, but their account and their activities are not being tackled as our own is being tackled. So there are so many forces working against what we are doing, but we will not give up because of that. So asking whether they are working with Nigerian government or they are collecting bribe, I will tell you categorically that yes, they are. If they are not, let them come out and prove it, because all these things happening is a good proof, because we are all customers. So if
that should be the case, then does it mean that we are doing anything wrong? Agitating for freedom for us to deserve that kind of evil treatment?
We are not doing anything evil at all. You remember that the fight.
Because don't be annoyed there. Okay. The people, the Boko Haram terrorists and the Al-Shabaab and the other terrorist group are having a very steady network to release their video anytime and to make their own broadcasts. They are not being attacked in any way, but we are peacefully agitating for Biafra restoration. So does it mean anything we are doing is affecting them? Those international people who are working hand in hand with the Nigerian government to jam our leader from broadcasting and telling the world the truth, and also attacking us here in Biafran television.
Why they have ganged up to conspire against IPOB and the restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra is because this is a great nation coming.
Or anytime to say, Master, I don't want to be in your house, I want to go and stand on my own. The next thing you will do is to find a way to kill the goat, because the goat is misbehaving, the goat is disobeying, the goat is someone, that is how they see us. That is why they manufacture guns not for themselves. They manufacture it to kill ourselves. Okay, now, if you should listen carefully to the analyst of our commandant, Colonel Wobosi, listen to him very well. He said that they were carefully, just mark that word, that they were carefully trained for a special assignment. Then number one, what was that very assignment? To make sure they come against any man that will rise against the unity of that contraction. And they are doing it in benefit of the Britain. And this is exactly what the Hausas are doing. When they want to go contra Britain, when I remind them, remember, we own this nation. This is our property of our forefathers. Don't mess up will come against you. Do according to what we have instructed you. That is why they don't want to hear anything at all. They don't value you. They are supported by Britain. That is why the only people that sell dollar in the black market today are houses, even in the street. Have you seen any man selling dollar without being arrested? My brother, we have a lot of things to learn.
All right, thank you very much, our brother Mazi Evis, on the way for that wonderful submission. Of course, we are going to continue after some moment of break. Of course, Biafrans and all of us of freedom, this is Sunrise Daily News Analysis, and my name is Mazi Victor, and I have Mazi Friday with me here in the studio, and also Mazi Evis also standing by to also educate our people. We are going on a short break, and when we come back, we will open up the phone lines for you to call to make a contribution and to also ask your question. If there is anything you are not yet clarified about, you can ask your question and you will get clarified, because this is a platform where we don't hide the truth. We expose the lies of the zoo for the world to see. All right, stay tuned and don't go anywhere. Thank you. Daily News Analysis, and my name is Mazi Victor Onyido, and I'm here in the studio with Mazi Friday, and also our brother Mazi Evis on the way is also standing by to do justice to the issues we are raising. Of course, our lines are open this very moment for you to call in to make a contribution and to ask your question if you have any. Of course, the lines are the lines to call are +234 90566 08583. I call it again, +234 90566 08583. Then the phone line is +234 702 035 3706. Call it again, +234 702 035 3706. Also, you can call us on Skype at Sunrise BTV or at Facebook Messenger Sunrise BTV. Please keep the calls coming in. We are ready to pick your call at this very moment. All right, Mazi Friday, why the calls keep coming in? Do you totally agree with Mazi Elvis, with the point he made last?
Yes, the nation Biafra is a great nation indeed, and not because we are great, then they will be biting us, fighting to stop us, trying to stop what we are doing to restore Biafra, and we will totally give up. We cannot do that, because when they go and get tough, then
coming out to tell them that Biafra is going to be a great nation, it's a great nation, then they will get afraid, because they will say, because they believe in themselves that they are the only great nations we have in the face of this earth. If there should be any great nation, it shouldn't be coming from Africa. So it is getting them scared. So that is the main reason why they don't want to support what we are doing.
Tell me any country you go without seeing a Biafran there. We are great people, even without telling them.
phone. Good morning. Hello, caller on the phone. Are you there? Our lines are acting on this man. All right, keep the calls coming on. This is Sound Daily News Analysis, and our lines are open for you to call to make a contribution. Okay, we'll have a caller on Skype. Caller on Skype, good morning.
The land is not working very well.
Good morning, welcome to the program. Please tell us your name and where you are calling from. Hello, caller on Skype, are you there? No. You seem to have lost him. All right, please do try and call us back, and make sure once you call, you tune down the volume of your listening device so that we can have effective communication. Because if there is a hold back, the whole time will be wasted and we will not communicate effectively. All right, keep it coming. This is Sound Daily News Analysis, and our lines are open. We are ready to pick your call at the moment. All right, Mazi Nnamdi.
So I was saying that without being so there are so many things that prove it that Biafra is great.
Yes, having seen all these things, they still believe that say
Zook and Bite has a kind of been working on this very forgetting that the IPOB is the one that they kind of hosted this IPOB nationwide, and we are the highest people that has the traffic on each social media, that is Facebook. You know, so it is time we start planning on how to install our own app and share it worldwide, and people will engage into it and be listening to us. Because what is happening right now, what they are trying to do is
on the international communities to come and do everything for us. How can we then have that full charge of our nation? So over-reliance on the international communities is not even going to help us. I don't even want it that way. So let our people do what they are supposed to do. The international communities, they are not blind. They are not deaf either. They know what is happening.
And what do you think we are supposed to do?
I keep telling people that the problem is we are the problem of ourselves.
And how are we the problem to ourselves?
Okay, we are talking about our people residing in Lagos to come back home and join the struggle to restore Biafra. Not only in Nigeria, Lagos, you know, other places in the north, but they are still there. What are they doing there? We say that every family should at least have a family of IPOB, but in your community, how many families of IPOB is working effectively? In your state, how many families of IPOB can you boast of? Do you understand? So if we begin by this way, let everybody everywhere be saturated.
But based on the assertion you just made now, don't you think if you look at it from a realistic angle, this time around Africans are the ones destroying themselves more than the people you refer to, you know, because from my own from the look of things, all white people are not all that bad, but Africans are the ones subjecting themselves. Just take a look at what their leaders are subjecting their followers into. So don't you think Africans are the ones who are destroying themselves more than the level of destruction caused by the white people, as you would put it?
Yes. Why I said so is that a seed has been sown, and most of those leaders you are calling their names in Afrikaans. Their investments, their mentors, their stockbrokers are not in their land. They are foreigners. And they learn those things from the foreigners. And they come to Africa to exercise the authority. So you don't expect them to do more than what they have thought, more than what they have in mind. Even those are the bruise of the bypass. You know, in Africans, they have AU or whatever thing they call themselves, and they make Jibril, the dead Jibril, the leader.
It's going on in the courts right now. You know, from this new look of things, it seems like Justice Binta Nyako is no longer what she used to be. What do you think is going to be the next action, especially from the indigenous people of Biafra? What are they likely to do next? Even though we couldn't get that clearly from our leader, from his broadcast yesterday because of network issues. But what do you think from your own perspective they are likely to do next, as it appears like
my brother.
Okay, I will come back to you shortly, Mazi. We have a call on the phone. Call on the phone, good morning. Hello, call on the phone, good morning. Please make sure once you call us, you tune down the volume of your listening device so that we can communicate effectively. Alright, please keep the calls coming in. This is Sunrise Daily News Analysis, and my name is Mazi Victor Onido. Of course, I'm not here alone in the studio. I'm here with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the great work of educating and enlightening our people on